Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Quest Junkies. It's Friday night, and that can only mean one thing. It's time for Strahdalicious. Dungeon Mommy, over to you.
All right. Happy Friday, everyone. As always, we start with our content warning. This game is 18 plus, which means there may be some material, either in-game or because of my players, that viewers may find disturbing. So heads up on that. Maybe not the best game to be listening to at work without your headphones, so you have been warned. I'm going to go ahead and start with introductions. I am Bree, your dungeon mistress for the evening. And let's take a look. Who do we want to start with? Let's switch it up and go with C. I'm putting you on the spot for introductions.
Okay. Hi, I'm C, and that was surprising. I play Abrea at the cinnamon roll, and one thing I do want to point out is I've added this thing in chat. If it works, there we go. So if you ever want to see the naughty bird, you can now see it.
Yes, so just to elaborate more on that, just for fun, I have a naughty counter. Whenever my players act up or do something that makes me break during session, they get a tally on my board. And so C has so wonderfully put together a virtual board in chat. So if you cannot read my board, which is understandable, it's hard to over the video, and you are watching this live on Twitch, you can do, it's hashtag naughty, I believe. And you can see the, not hashtag, exclamation mark naughty. And you can see the current point situation. All right. Thank you so much for that, C. Let's go around. We're going to go clockwise over to Bridget.
Hi, friends. My name's Bridget. I'll be playing Lena, the sneaky and freaky warlock.
Excellent. And River, who has had a fun little guest in the background.
Yeah, say hi to my sister, everyone. one of them. Hi, I'm River, and I'm playing Sarah, the fist of the group.
Patch.
Hi, I'm Patch, and I'm reprising my role as Linnell Calidora, the moody yet broody goth mommy of the group.
And last but not least, Sky.
Well, I forgot what my rhyming thing was for the week, so hi, I'm Sky. I play Ileana here, Space Girl in a Strahd world, and I'd say she's bitey and fighty. There, that rhymed.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. There you go. All right. Just a little recap from last week. Some interesting things came down with the Femme Fatales. After the week before, Sarah had mysteriously gone missing at camp. Our players had gone back to the village of Barovia in hopes that they would find Sarah along the way, and eventually ended up getting a little information, a lead about the woman whose daughter had gone missing. And when they had gone to just kind of check in with her, see what they could find, they discovered our beloved Sarah in a very pink frilly dress, and not quite all there. And our players handled that situation quite interestingly. It involved biting off and consuming a finger. And then they made their way back to the burgomaster's mansion, and then went for a little shopping spree and made a interesting deal with the merchant there. So that is where we're going to start off, where you guys had been at Bildrath's Mercantile. And I'm giving the floor over to you all.
Well, have we got everything we need?
Yeah, I just want to change outfit, because this one, if I tear it a little more, I will not have an outfit anymore.
Yeah, grab yourself some trousers, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you want a new skirt? Trousers is fine.
I would prefer a skirt, but I feel like if we keep doing things like this, trousers might be better.
Well,
So
or
I think,
what if we made you like a skirt where it's both?
What's a skirt?
ooh,
So it's where you've got like shorts, and instead of long pants, it's going to come up to here just below the ass cheek or a little above, your choice. And then a nice skirt up above with like a slit so you have mobility, but people still can't peep and tom you. You know,
Interesting.
for the modest.
I mean, maybe
I'm not
something
gonna
that I
say the rest
can
of the
grab up and put, I don't know what those things are called. That they,
To build Wrath, I don't suppose you have a changing room in this establishment, as clink, a set of manacles clink onto the counter.
He just stares at you deadpan and kind of like does a look around the room, and you would see that this is all just one room.
I thought as much. No place to change, but we'll make sure this blackguard isn't looking.
I can change home, or Irina's home.
Fair enough.
Well, Bill, depending on how lucrative this is, if you start growing because people are buying weapons, might need to get a change room because people like to try on their armor.
Yeah,
Make sure
don't
it
you have a
fits.
bathroom? You really should have a bathroom, even just for
You could
yourself.
expand.
It's like talking to the wall.
I like Bill.
He just like, he looks so done and ready for you all to leave. He's just like, okay, well, we'll see if the deal ends up being lucrative or not. So,
Just depends on if people can afford the weapons. You have a great day, Bill. Thanks for your business.
bye.
Bye.
Everything bought and paid for, she picks up the handcuffs and swirls them around her finger for a little bit so they jingle through the air before putting them in her pocket.
Jingle, jingle.
Do you have a specific idea for those manacles, or are you just taking them with you for shits and giggles?
Yes.
Alright. Nice.
And into the evening, or what time is it outside?
It would be evening. You could tell with the overcast sky that it's starting to darken. And just as a reminder, you all were provided with rooms at the Blood on the Vine Tavern, courtesy of Irina.
That's true.
And we've got our puppers with us, so we could go. Unless, does anyone want to try it? Oh no, she was like a Roman little cart if we wanted to find the little lady, if you guys want more pie.
And correction, you did leave Lancelot back at the manor.
The first time.
Mark.
The first time we did, but the second time you guys
You did
said,
end
we're
up-
just going shopping, so you could just bring the dog.
That's
Okay,
true.
so you guys did. All right. Duly noted.
You know, I think if you're getting rid of your skirt, it's got like that pretty pattern on it.
C's in the game?
I mean, shit.
Again, it has to happen at least one time
Right.
per session that names get mixed up.
Early in the session, now we're gonna take care of the names. Damn you.
Rhea, I think that we could maybe craft like a cute collar for Lancelot, you know?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's so much of this dress. The skirt is kind of gone, but the rest of it is pretty intact, so we can do so much with it.
Yeah. You seem super crafty, so I thought it will be, we could have arts and crafts time.
I mean, I can try. I like to try.
I'll try with you.
I mean, if you're already making one, why not make like a paired one for Ismark as well?
Oh my god.
So
I
it
like
fits.
that idea.
And then we
How
could
about a
make
Doesn't
vest?
matter.
bracelets.
I'll do a matching vest for both of them.
Oh my god.
That's also cute. But like the idea of matching colors is really cute.
But he'd have to be
Agreed.
into colors. I think that as a human, he'd be more likely to probably wear a vest.
Exactly,
collar.
little by little. We'll get to the color later.
I think Lena could persuade him to wear the color.
I could certainly try.
You could certainly try.
Perhaps we'll start with the cuffs, but
Maybe buy him dinner and get to know him a little first, for fuck's
I
sake.
want to get to know him first.
Are people in Barovia, like, just down to sub without, like, the warm-up? Yeah, okay, I'll take that as the silence as a yes.
So we
do
don't
we have any
much
kind of bowl
time
among
to be
us?
alive. Yeah, we're not alive for a long time here in Barovia, so you gotta make the time we have count.
Really, what's your lifespans here on your planet?
Complicated.
I don't know.
Life can be
I mean,
short,
we
but
got
also
2 people
terribly
here.
insufferably long at the same time.
Wait,
Yeah, maybe we
how,
already got 2 people here that are dead. Who were
wait,
dead
how
at some
old are
point,
you?
So
I don't know. It's been a while.
Yes, who are you addressing that question to?
Everybody. How the fuck old are you?
Good question.
DM? Would I assume I don't know an exact number,
Linnell
but could I
has
guess?
no idea. You may be able to guess how old you look.
Let's just say I'm this old.
How old? How long have you been this old for?
A while. Don't make me quote Twilight, you fuck.
it's actually glitter, not glowing tattoos.
Oh, the tattoos are a completely different conversation. So, where would you guys like to go? You want to just go to the tavern? Probably go get drunk. There's probably gonna be a bar fight or 3.
Oh, sounds like fun.
I'm fine with that.
I'm all in for the bar fight.
Is there any other type of shopping we should do since we're here that you guys would know about that would be super fun?
Pretty
I mean,
much this is the store to shop
We've been
at.
to the shop, so
Oh,
shopping
Thanks.
is complete.
I hate it, but I like Bill.
have-
All right, let's go.
We have seen the sights.
Yeah.
You know, if I end up being stuck here forever, I think the following goal as we're walking and talking, I want to buy an establishment with a great, huge underground dungeon, and then really pad the sides and turn it into a club with secret rooms on the sides. Music,
Club, like something to hit
good.
another
music.
one.
A place for dancing and grinding, dear.
Grinding like a stonework.
No, like sex.
You have sex in the
Okay.
club.
It would be so fun. We could probably make so much money.
Curious.
Once you like actually tell people what a club is,
We'll-
because most
we'll
people are
have
just
a
gonna assume you go there to kill other people or something.
We'll
with the
have a
club.
soft opening. You know. No? We're just saying a lot of
No?
words, you know. Yeah.
Okay. Hearing the phrase soft opening, Lena smirks because that's not what she's imagining at all.
Of course, it's not.
Just debating this naughty board behind me right now, okay? We've just started session, and there's been several times I'm like,
Just fuck me up, fam. If you want to add another one, go ahead.
no, you guys haven't broke me yet, so
I just,
gotta earn those points.
or maybe I'll become like
Hey,
the
mommy.
first mechanic of Barovia.
I do really want to see what a mechanic even is.
Mechanics are the best people you'll ever meet or drink with or have conversations with. They have wild, wild stories.
You've told us plenty wild stories already.
I guess you already are.
And are they skilled in battle?
It
I
depends
guess they
on
know
if
how
you pay
to
'em.
handle their tools.
Yeah.
You're quite skilled in battle, but for all intents and purposes, you are Barovia's first mechanic.
Oh my god. So we gotta find a horse and we're gonna kit it out. Watch
Now,
out.
that is something we do have.
Yes.
I feel like we need more shops in general. We like only having one is.
What kind of shop would you open?
Well, first, any kind. There's no clothes shop. There's no dedicated weapon shop. Like a blacksmith. Don't you guys have blacksmiths? What do they do? Do they
Exactly,
just do it for
right?
fun?
We're not entirely certain what Bildrath gets up to in his spare time, but my own personal theory suggests it can't be good.
Imagine if like we all made kind of like a communal shopping area for people to come. We could be patrons. We could have a shopping store, one for alchemy, a blacksmith and an armor, one for just like practicing fucking each other up. Like that'd be so fun.
For a second, I thought we were stocking up each other.
That's not what I heard at all.
Anyway, so if we arrived.
So, as you guys continue down the streets of the village, and I'm assuming you guys are having this conversation out loud, not really paying mind to who might overhear. And the streets have been fairly barren. So, I mean, you really haven't had to look out for anything. But towards the end of your conversation, you would hear a little bit of a muffled laugh. You would notice there is a tall woman with long, straight red hair leaning against the walls of the external part of the tavern. She is holding onto a lute, and she's eyeing you all with general interest.
And now the $64,000 question. Is she cute?
It should have been the $69,000.
She is objectively attractive. And as she kind of looks at the group and sizes you all up, she's like, well, now that you are a little different than I typically experience on my visits to the village. It's good to have lively company here.
My sentiments exactly.
Are you here for my performance tonight, or just passing through?
Well, you're performing at the tavern.
Oh, yes. I figured during my trips stopping here, I play a little bit, make a little money, and continue on my way.
Then it appears we've arrived just in time.
Oh, whoa. The fuck? What do you mean just passing through? From what I've heard, it's Barovia and Barovia only.
This, my dear, is the village of Barovia.
Oh my god, it's bigger.
There is more to Barovia.
Yes.
And as for passing through, I am part of the carnival. I'm a performer there. The name's Veronica Vinshaw, and I just dabble a little bit in some singing and the lute. Some of our former performers actually own this tavern, and figured that, it's a good place as any to come in and just kind of take a break.
Well, if you keep
self-care
that,
is rather important.
if you keep, bit of a friendly advice, if you keep that red, lovely, flowing locks in view of the rest of Barovia, then you might not remain as cute. So maybe get a hood.
Oh, I'm not too concerned. I never stay here long enough, and I can, handle the looks and leers that I get. And in this tavern, they know me. They don't care.
Awfully sure of yourself, aren't you?
I'm not afraid of a few villagers.
Linnell audibly giggles. Oh, you might not want to meet us then.
Oh, on the contrary, I think that perhaps we'd all make pretty great friends, considering your lineup here. And she kind of looks between everyone. You all are quite unusual for these parts yourselves.
How long until your little show begins?
When I want it to, but I usually do promise that I'll at least play starting once darkness falls.
So you're asking us to come and watch you perform? Is that what this is?
Oh, that would be quite lovely if all of you were planning on it, but I'm not one to beg.
Well, you could at least say please, but that's your business.
Please.
Sorry, I didn't quite hear you.
I don't repeat myself, dear, but a little bit of fun is quite welcome.
I'm surprised I've never seen you around these parts before.
Oh, that's because I travel between here, Vlaki, Kresk. Sometimes they let me in, sometimes they don't. But when you're traveling with a carnival, well, you kind of just go where you can. And,
you said Vlaki and Kresk?
oh, yes. There are other towns other than Barovia. And she kind of looks at, evaluates Ileana. You certainly do not appear to be from here.
I'm most definitely not. Pulls out her family photo. Have you seen these two men? They also don't belong here, and they are mine. They are my best friends, and I need some help.
Oh, I'm so sorry, my dear, but no. But I can certainly have the other performers at the carnival kind of take a look and, keep an eye out. We actually are collectors of people who are not from here. You might feel most welcome.
Actually, I am too. I would collect people and keep them on my ship. Make them my crewmates.
2 peas in a pod.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. And, excuse me, I didn't catch all of your names.
Lena.
No.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Abrea, and I'm looking forward to your performance.
Oh, thank you.
Ileana, yeah.
Lovely. You all have quite interesting and lovely names. Well, don't let me keep you standing out when supposedly scary monsters are supposed to start crawling out from the woodworks anytime now. Come in. And she's gonna go to the door, open it, and kind of with a skip and a hop, make her way inside.
All right. I'm gonna get a beer for each hand and sit down at a table big enough for everybody. I'm just hunker in.
You're gonna get a glass of wine for each hand.
Shit.
It's
They
more
don't
than
have
likely
beer.
going to be wine.
I hate wine. I might fucking be sober in Barovia. My God.
If you go up and ask Eric, the barkeep up at the counter, he's just kind of look at you and be like, "What's beer?"
All right. So you take wheat and you're going to ferment it. You know? Have you ever made like mead where you just ferment like fruit and then add honey to it and it's it's better than wine? Anything? All right, I'm going to open a distillery and or vineyard, it seems, here in Barovia because y'all need more alcohol.
Well,
I second that. Yeah.
we do have a winery that we get our shipments from
All right,
on the
then I'll
side of
go.
Barovia.
Quick question for the DM. For the natives, would we be aware of any manner of available illicit drugs, either alchemical or other?
No,
No. Okay. Just curious.
nope. And
Right.
Eric would inform you that the better quality wines are in fact sold out, as they have not gotten any shipments recently, which he would note is irregular. But they do have plenty of purple grape mash in store. You guys bought out the rest of the better stuff.
He's going to take out one of the mostly empty bottles by now. Well, there's a good chance this might be a little more than vinegar in a bottle, but it's what we have.
You know, we could just make our way to the vineyard and overthrow it. I mean, go see if they need help with a shipment.
I mean, like, do you have other
I
fruits?
just want to
other than
talk to them.
grapes? Do you have other fruits? Or is it just grapes? Because I don't get how you don't even accidentally stumble upon fermenting fruit and trying it out.
I don't make the wine, I just sell it.
But no, I mean, as a people, as a society. It's
He
fine.
just stares blankly at you, Afreya. Just deadpan.
Well, never mind.
I guess just eat my feelings. I'll take food. You got food.
We have some pies that just came in.
Of course you do. All right, I'll take. Do you have any, like, soup? Anything?
No.
All right. I'm going to eat pie.
Eat
coast
pie
again.
and be sad.
And as you guys are kind of settling in, you would notice that Veronica has situated herself up on like a little makeshift stage. Like she has some like wooden cartons that she set up, and she'll kind of look over at you guys, give a little wink, and then begin playing just some nondescript music. Certainly nothing that those of you from outside of Barovia would have heard before.
He'll wink back.
The tavern itself is surprisingly full, especially compared to your last visit here, where there was just a few kind of people hiding in their own respective booths and corners. Whereas this time, it seems like people have properly showed up for this performance. Notably, you would see 3 women who are sitting at a table dressed in quite interesting out there fashion. Their outfits are colorful and embroidered and almost kind of clashing, but they wear it proudly.
See, that's what I was talking about. There is some kind of fashion here in Barovia.
Little irregular. Perhaps they've also traveled in from another village.
should we go say hi? I'm kind of interested in where they got their clothes.
Sure.
So I approached the three ladies.
All right. And as you approach, you would see that they all look like they could be related, and they are of varying ages. The younger one looks to be in maybe her early 30s. The eldest one looks even older, perhaps her 60s. And let me roll something real quick. Okay, and actually, the youngest one is going to be the one to kind of acknowledge that you have come up. She is fairly attractive. She has, short, blonde hair. And she welcomes you with a smile.
Hi.
Oh, hello. How can I help you?
I was just looking at your clothes, and I mean, you can see I'm kind of in need of a new outfit. So I was just wondering, where
Oh,
do you get your clothes?
well, we make them. Some of these are things that we kept from our time performing, and, the rest we've just kind of collected from people who have visited and left different assorted items at our tavern.
Interesting. So you're performers as well? Are you with Veron?
Were. Past tense.
Oh.
We've retired.
Why have you retired, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, well, the life of travel is just not for us, and we had a disagreement with the management, and just the life of running a tavern, just in a nice, quiet town, well, I wouldn't say it suits us, but it's certainly quieter.
Oh, do you run this tavern? Is this yours?
The three of us. My name is Mirabelle. This is Alenka and Sorvia, my sisters. The three of us cooperate and try to manage what we can here.
Nice to meet you. I'm Avera.
Avrea. Lovely name.
Thank you. I'm from out of town, and I'm still getting adjusted, I'll be honest.
Oh. Where are you from?
Just a village up north.
They kind of look between each other and kind of giggle at that. Oh. Up north, is it?
Actually, maybe it's south. I'm really bad at orienting myself.
Sweetie, the only thing that's north of the village is, well, Countess Strahd's castle.
Oh. Yeah, then it is south. I mean, I'm new at this traveling business, so... I mean...
Adorable.
I do have a compass, but it's confusing. It always changes direction, so I don't know where to go.
Not a very good compass, then, is it?
Well, I mean, no, that's the thing. It always... No, it's actually the opposite. It doesn't change direction, so I turn around and it does this. So, I don't know, that's confusing. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm taking up your time.
Oh,
Well,
no, you're fine. We're just waiting to watch Veronica play and enjoying ourselves a cup of wine. You're no bother.
I'll leave you to it then. I'll let you know if I want to get some clothes, if you would like to make some for me.
Oh, you would like to commission one of us?
Maybe. In the future. I don't have much right now. If you are up for it.
Fair enough. Well, then just whenever you can, just stop by and if you don't see us in, just tell Eric that you're looking for us.
Thank you.
And she'll give you like kind of a friendly like.
Okay, and I get back to my group.
Quick question. Can I get a general vibe of who I know to be the locals? Are they eyeing Veronica or these three people dressed very colorfully in a way that would suggest any manner of ill intent?
Roll me perception.
19.
19. All right. The general patrons of the tavern aren't really paying much attention to the three sisters. Veronica certainly is getting the most attention. Most everyone just kind of looks like they're patiently waiting for, more of the performance. There are quite many leers. She is an attractive woman, and thus she is getting that kind of attention. But no one's gone out of their way to speak with her or interrupt her performance. Oh, Patch, your audio's out.
Gosh darn it. While all this has been going on, I think Linnell's sat at the table, but is deliberately being quiet and very reflective of the day's events, as she is attempting to process how to proceed with all of that. Mechanically speaking, I'd like to remove some stress points. Because I have 5.
So for those of you watching, we have our little soul orbs in our pool of dread. And so I know you said you have 5 stress points. How many of these soul orbs would you like to take? Because we have 6 as of current.
Then I'm going to be greedy and I'm going to take 5.
All right. Manually grab all of these out. And you may reduce accordingly.
Amazing. There's a big sigh of relief from Linnell as she sort of...
Now let's see, is it going to cooperate? There we go.
Thank you,
Thanks,
DM.
Oh, Lena's also going to cast message, but I'm going to message you, Bree, what she says.
Okay, are you casting that to someone else in the tavern?
Veronica.
Oh, okay. Then I will let you message that. What is Sarah up to during all of this?
We just watching. Probably all she does right now. She's very curious about the whole carnival. I'm not sure if she has seen the carnival before, but maybe just heard stories from her mother. And she's just very curious and watches people get ready.
Yeah, what you would recall is that your mother had never spoken anything about a carnival, and due to your limited time in the village or elsewhere, you would have never had a chance to partake. But potentially exciting for Sarah.
Sorry, must have dozed off there for a second. Did I miss anything?
I think she's just about to start.
Okay, let's see how she performs.
Now let me go ahead. I'm going to actually roll for her performance.
I resist the urge to self-rebobs.
She got a 23. So she starts singing, and it comprises mostly of folk songs that are common to Barovia as a whole. A lot of things regarding or alluding to, the devil herself and the people and what the people do to overcome the tyranny and rule. But also songs of faraway places. And she sings and she plays her lute in accordance to that. At one point stopping to wink at Lena.
Your turn's it.
What is Ileana up to during all of this?
Ileana's taking advantage of people's distractions to write in Linnell's book.
Oh.
I think depending on what's either in the front cover or the back cover, whatever one is blank, she's writing in it.
All right. There's plenty of blank pages between the memories that are written down at the front, and then there's many blank pages towards the end of the book.
I don't want to ruin her blank pages, so I'm going to do an inner portion of the cover.
Okay. All right. And what are you writing down?
I am working on it right now, and
All right.
for her to find. And when she eventually finds it, I will send it.
Sounds good. And once you finish writing that, Ileana, I want you to roll me a perception check.
All right. I have dice. Okay, perception is a 15.
Okay, 15 on the die? Or 15 total?
Mm-hmm.
You notice, out of the corner of your eye, 2 familiar men sitting in the back corner of the tavern. 2 men you had encountered accosting Granny.
Damn, that lady's performing. I shouldn't whistle. That's rude. I'm gonna keep track of them and intentionally get up to go get another glass of wine in their periphery so they catch me. And there I am, a beta.
They're in the corner of the tavern, so if you want to catch their eye, I'm gonna need you to roll me maybe performance.
All right.
And describe to me how you intend on getting their attention.
A 19 on the die plus 2 for a 21.
Nice.
I think she's gonna go out of her way to walk by and stretch up real tall, flashing lots of skin, and like do the arms back, chest out, and kind of look at him down her eye.
They had been kind of sitting together, hushed, talking about stuff, and one's gonna kind of look up from his glass at you and kind of like quickly have the realization of who you are and then quickly look back into his glass and like kind of like take a sip. But he's not going to say anything to you. He's just going to kind of like whisper something over to his companion, and then they kind of give you quick glances.
Yeah, when they give me a glance, I'm just gonna go and walk back to my seat.
Noted. All right.
Hot. I mean,
All right. So the performance is continuing on. Is there anything that you all wish to do during this? Because if you guys would like, this could be a short rest for you, and you can just kind of take it easy. Or if you have anything that you wanted to discuss with one another, now is your chance.
I know Linnell definitely has a conversation that she wants to have with the group. Does she feel like this is the place and the time for it? You know what? Yeah, I think she does. So, as Ileana returns to the table, I imagine Linnell's like got her feet up, but she will like put them down and sit up and sit forward with alarmingly good posture for Linnell. Almost as if someone recently redeemed a stretch thing in the Twitch chat. So, a lot happened today. Sorry, I weirded out a bit earlier. I was kind of hit with, you have those introspective moments where you realize things, and they can sometimes be really good, and sometimes they can be potentially devastating. What I experienced there was a little bit of column A heavily transitioning into column B. Ileana, your tactics with dealing with that woman were effective. They were eye-opening, to say the least. It's strange to say this, but I think I have been looking for you for some time. You have a ferocity to you that I am somewhat lacking in, it seems. You might actually be able to help me do some good in this fucking place. That's the good part. The bad part is, I think that also makes you the perfect target for her. Not just because of your ferocity, but you're new here. You're different. You're interesting. She likes her playthings to be entertaining and new and interesting. And I don't want you to go through that. And I know what I'm probably just saying to you now is making you very, very curious about it all, and I'm now wishing I didn't say it, but fuck. Okay. I hate to admit it, and people call her the devil. I don't entirely disagree. That woman has done things. That woman has made me do things. It's interesting, everyone talks about monsters in the mist. from a lot of people's perspective, Ileana, I am one of those monsters because of her. You might find that in one of those little pages in that book there. You may be just what I need to take her down. But if she gets a hold of you, I think everything is fucked. Everyone. And that is no judgment upon your ability to handle yourself. You clearly can. She is a different story.
Well, I think something that helps with that is that in a land of monsters, I'm also one.
Indeed.
And if this Strahd wants to have a conversation, wants to get to know us, we probably have to come out and say hello, because I don't think there's any reason why we need to go say hi to them.
Oh, she will. She
But
always does.
But why? Like,
Barovia is a complicated place. The reason why people don't leave is because they can't. And that's her. She has dominion over everything here.
so are you saying she's in charge of the mist?
Depending on how you look at it, she is the mist.
I don't believe that for a second. You see, sometimes people like to come across as being all-knowing, all-powerful, but sometimes it's smoke and mirrors. People like to look like the biggest monster that you've ever come across, but usually there's something higher than that, or they're just looking for a good fuck. You really never know. But most of the time, it's just smoke and mirrors.
I thought like you once. I did. It was so much easier back then. I don't even know how long ago that was. And I wish you were right. If it were smoke of mirrors, I would have ended that bitch so many years ago. But here we are. Here I am.
If it's inevitable, there's really nothing we can do. We can think we're prepared, but you can't always prepare for the unknown.
No, which is why I'm trying to give you some knowledge so that when she does come, you can be at least somewhat prepared. Because she
What's
will
like-
come.
Just go ahead. Give me that tally. Yep. I earned that. So is this a don't make direct eye contact situation? What is useful when dealing with Strahd? What will help be less interesting? Should I become a ginger? Is that the secret?
Once she's made her mind up about you, there's no changing it. I don't know what her fascination is with me, but I've tried everything.
You know, in your book, she's toying with you.
I know.
Do you like it?
No. You don't know what I want more than anything in the world. Let me be as honest as I can be. I don't want to live. I don't even know how long this has gone on for. And no matter what happens, no matter how many times she kills me, I keep coming back. And every time, I am less of myself. Now, there may come a time, if that keeps happening, I might come back worse than her. What I want is for that to not be a possibility. I just want to end. But something and someone wants to keep me around to toy with, as you put it.
So your one goal is to die.
As far as I understand it, she's the one keeping me here. We end her, I end. That's all that matters.
If I may, you have said how many times she's toyed with you, she's kept you in this state, she's brought you back. I feel like all of the things she put you through only made you stronger. And now you're not alone. From what you've told me, she's the reason why I can't leave. And that is the one thing I want. Go back to my family. So I'm with you. I want her gone so that I can be gone. So we can be stronger together.
You are all... Look, I don't mix with people normally, but it's very clear that you're not your typical Barovians, so there is potential here to actually make a difference. But we can't just assume that we will. We have to be prepared. I talk from experience, and fuck, I guess I've grown rather fond of you very quickly. I guess I'm trying to say that I like you all, and I don't want bad things to happen to you.
Oh, you do have a soft side.
Shut the fuck up, Fists.
I'd say it's not a matter of whether or not bad things happen. It's more a matter of how we're prepared to deal with the fallout, should that become necessary. And I don't, given the likes of people that have grown resigned to life in Barovia, I think we are each other's best chances of being prepared for that level of inevitability.
I vote that we deal with whatever happens with dark humor. It gets me through a lot.
Dark humor, among other things.
And arson for fists.
Yeah. You get me.
I'm not entirely opposed.
What is everyone's crime of choice?
I find it really good at
Everyone wants.
breaking and entering of Rega.
Well, I found that I'm quite good at it.
Oh,
Listen, I'm just curious sometimes. I don't take anything. I just like to
why
look
don't you
around.
though?
Perhaps she is the darkest one of us all.
Have you ever broke into somebody's house just to move all their shit 1 inch to the left?
Exactly. Yes, you get me.
Let's see. I used to be rather fond of petty thievery, but now I find it's just as delicious to start a vicious rumor apropos of nothing and watch the chaos commence.
Hmm.
So, Sarah, we know your preferred crime is arson.
Apart from, beating the shit out of assholes. Yeah. Fire is cool. Fire is pretty. It's chaotic. I like it.
Speaking of which, in the corner of this tavern, those two assholes over there,
What of them?
they so much as do anything, we kick their ass. They physically assaulted a little old lady, the one that made pie.
All right. You just say the word and
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, as soon as
Count
they're
me in.
outside, we can go after them.
I mean,
Meditated, adding that to the list.
Love.
I mean,
Missing.
did you
Just a
check
little
how many?
light.
Did you check how many fingers they have? Because we definitely know how to change that.
I know.
Are you hungry?
I'm so good at interrogating people.
I might have an idea. Should we attempt to remove their presence from the streets?
Well, see, the thing is, they attack weak people. So you know what I think we should do? Avrea, I want you to look as sweet and flowery as possible. Stumble over yourself, be the cutest, and then we'll murder them.
Oh. Yeah. I like that.
Right? This sounds like a good night.
What were we saying last week about war
Burn
crimes?
Just a little light, premedicated murder for
Just some
tonight's entertainment.
slight dextering,
I mean, I feel like we don't have to kill them. That's too easy for them.
We could just scare the shit out of them.
Exactly.
We could. Ilyana bite some fingers off.
Mhm.
That's like the easy way. And then we, I don't know, beat the shit out of them, and Avrea can steal all their stuff, and we each get to do one of our favorite things to them.
Oh my god, follow them home so you can commit an arson.
Yeah, exactly. And Avrea can rob the houses first, and whatever Linnell and Lena are really into these days. So each their own.
Sounds like a splendid way to top off a rather interesting evening.
Yeah, just the chill day out, just doing your favorite things.
Really, how else can we be expected to remove stress?
Exactly.
But we'll see. If they decide to start shit, we'll finish it. And if we catch them pulling shit like that again, they can be filleted. I mean, questioned and followed.
Yes.
This music's really popping, isn't it?
What's popping? What does that mean?
You know, like
The performance.
when a song is a bop and you just want to like,
Oh, so
Oh,
not
like-
popping?
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I.
The fuck is wrong with your phrases? I don't get that.
I'm from out of town.
Midway through this conversation, the door to the tavern opens. And an older but well-dressed woman walks in with a basket.
That's
She makes her way over, and you would notice this is not Granny.
oh shit.
It's a different older woman, very well put together. She stops and she talks with the sisters. Quite friendly. And then she moves to the bar, sets her basket down, and starts unloading parcels. Eric, of course, is Eric and does not make much chitter-chatter with her. And so she doesn't do anything herself, but she delivers those parcels, empties the rest of her basket, and makes her way out of the door.
Well, do you guys get mail in Barovia? Is it just distributed through the tavern system? Because this is intriguing.
I don't
I
actually know.
mean, I don't even have a house, so I don't know.
Where do you go when you don't have a tavern? You should.
I tend to stay out in the woods. I don't really do people, as you have probably gathered.
Yeah, you don't do people.
Is there
Wouldn't
a
you?
magic
Wouldn't you
mailman
like
that
to
just-
know?
Is there a magic mailman that just finds you wherever you are out in the wilds and it's like, hey, I have a parcel for you?
care of Linnell.
I think usually people don't send me stuff. The interaction I get is sometimes people looking for me to, kill me.
We could change that if you like and start sending you stuff.
People are actively
Just send
trying
you
to
a
kill
letter.
you.
Sorry, you both talked at the same time there.
Sorry.
This music is very loud. What?
They're only.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Bart. We're talking.
Veronica looks at you and just starts singing even louder. Like it's almost like she's hooked up an amp, like
And
to her
Lenna's
loop.
going to cast message again.
I'll deal with you later. Sorry, you were saying.
No, Sarah, go.
I asked if you want us to send you some letters in the future.
You know what? On one condition. I want you to punch them open. Because we're going to fix that. We're going to get that letter opened.
I can punch to close them. I'm not sure if that's like punching to open them is ever gonna work.
Oh, you'll find a way. Those fists are something else.
You might be right with that. But, it's some utensils or something on top of the fists.
Right about now, you guys smell like many different comforting smells kind of wafting through from the bar. You smell something cinnamon, nutmeg, maybe like little notes of chocolate.
Does Linnell smell this? Because we kind of established she doesn't really smell stuff properly anymore.
Linnell probably would not, but the rest of you would.
Meerkat up.
I thought they said they only had pie.
Well, apparently now they've got the good stuff. I'll race you. Go.
I mean, I'm good.
Oh, okay. I'm running over
I
there.
already ate.
Fully committed.
Ileana just races, almost tripping over herself to the bar. And she would see Eric kind of organizing these parcels. And now that you're up close, they're little bags of biscuits.
Oh my god.
Cute, tied with like a little bow. He looks over. Well, you wanted more than pie, so.
Yes, please.
Lady said her name was Nana, who's dropping off her homemade goods. So, I haven't tried them myself, but
What-
two of them silver piece each, she said.
Yeah. What days does she come so I can note it for the future?
This is the first time I've seen her around.
Oh, all right. Here's a silver piece. And I'll just take a parcel because no one else seemed interested. As I am here alone, everyone's still sitting. It's so great. You know, when you think you make friends and they don't all play with you, it's so fun.
I'm headcanoning that you're saying this out loud, and Eric's just like,
Mm-hmm. Oh, she is.
Fanfic brain.
I'm in my own personal hell. I thought I made friends. I'll take these cookies, thanks.
he slides you another glass of wine on the house.
Yeah, I need it.
What flavor are you going to choose?
Oh my god. So you said there was cinnamon and chocolate?
You could smell cinnamon, chocolate, hints of nutmeg, but there are a variety of different biscuit flavors.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 5 silver, so I'll do 4 more to that. Remove. And then I want cinnamon, I want chocolate, and I want 2 surprise ones chosen by the DM.
I imagine you're like staring, trying to decide, and Eric just kind of looks over and he pushes a snickerdoodle one towards you, and then something that smells like peanut butter.
Yes.
Did you need one more?
Oh shit. I'll take the nutmeg one because that's weird. It's funky.
All right, and you just have like an armful of these little parcels of biscuits.
Mm-hmm. Time to go eat my feelings.
You make your way back to the table where everyone else is.
Guys, we've got biscuits. And y'all two don't give a damn. That's fine. But you two, I'm real disappointed. Smell it. It smells.
They smell delicious. But I've
I
already
am-
eaten today.
I am pleased you have biscuits.
I mean, I'll try one.
She throws the snickerdoodle sack at you.
Oh.
And she, like, oh, wait. I was like, she's just gonna giraffe a nutmeg, but her teeth, so she's just gonna nibble on the nutmeg.
Nibble, nibble. All right. So with those, you can add a 1d4 to your next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
I have one as well. From the bay.
Again, the flavors are something that you haven't had in quite a while. They're comforting, something nice and delicious in this barren land of gross wine and potatoes and carrots. So,
You know, I know eventually we're all going to get tired and go to bed, but Linnell, here's, I'll deduct this as well. Here's 50 gold.
What? Oh, why?
You got learning to do, don't you?
I do, but that's a lot of gold to just give
I
someone.
reiterate, you got learning to do, don't you?
It'll benefit all of us. We're being selfish, really.
We're investing in ourselves.
Yeah.
We're a team. We're a squad.
Bunch of femme fatales.
Mm-hmm.
You continue to
if-
surprise me.
If you don't learn something cool, I'm going to be so pissed. It better be real cool.
I don't think I had cool in mind, but useful.
Or hot, you know.
I'll take it.
Can certainly try.
Being useful can be cool.
You all sound like a bunch of nerds. Pocket protectors are real cool. Because they're useful.
Suspenders are cool.
Fences are cool.
There it is.
Well, I know what I'm doing with my rest tonight.
And I think Lena knows what she's about to do for the rest of her night. Should the other party oblige?
I think everybody knows what that is about.
Wait, do we have a room per person, or are we supposed to be doubling up? Because if that's the case, someone's going to have to throuple in order to give her some.
I think we only had 2 rooms.
Well, at least she has a room.
Oh.
Oh.
Fair, didn't think about that. We'll find out. If you need us gone, brain your way into somebody. You know, we will.
True. How did you do that? Wait, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna cast message and say, "Is this working?"
Yes, it is.
Put this thing on.
What?
I'm still giggling, sorry.
It's like one of those things where you're too close to each other so you get feedback.
Feedback. But if Ileana is done with the biscuits, I think Lena is just going to look to see if there's a crumb left so she could do one of these.
Sure, why the fuck not? Yes, and.
So that happens.
and I think it's been long enough that Veronica does take a break. She sets down her lute and she makes her way to the bar. She's kind of talking with Eric. Hard to tell what they're talking about from here. But it gets a lot more, I would say, quiet because no music, but people are talking a lot more as they are not interrupting any of the performance. She gets her glass of wine and sips on it and kind of turns and leans, does that lean on the bar as she's surveying the room.
Lena. Guidance. Go get her.
Well, how could I say no after that? Something just hit me. How and why is she a Starian right now? Yeah, full saunter up to the bar.
Oh, well, hello there. How do you like the performance so far? You seem to be a
Riveting.
captive listener.
You certainly know how to play to the needs of an audience.
Yeah, Yes, I certainly do. No need to be modest about that, in my opinion.
And is this the end of your performance, or will there be an encore?
What kind of encore are you looking for?
Depends on the sort of mood you're in, I guess.
Something to keep in mind. Well, perhaps if you're around late enough, you can help me with a few suggestions.
Oh, I'm sure we can come up with plenty of suggestions.
Why don't you buy me another drink?
She is going to attempt to do one of those things where, like, it's bouncing the silver off of the countertop into, like, I'm assuming there's, like, some kind of change cup.
I'm going to make you make a roll for that.
Of course you are.
Now, the question is, what'd you say? Sleight of hand? You know, because you're trying to do something real specific.
Not Dex? Okay. Ooh, okay. That is a 10.
A 10.
Silvery Bobs.
Wait, you get a D4 because I guided
Oh,
you.
your guidance. Okay.
Oh, and you do have the effect from the cookies.
Oh, yeah. So
Another
2d4. Hey.
All I see is Baldur's Gate.
Okay. So Silvery Barbs, do I roll the d20 again?
Yes.
Okay.
You re-roll and use the second result, and I will give advantage to. I don't know. I'll roll the dice and just give it to one of you guys. Eliana, you have advantage on the next roll you take, whatever it is.
With the 2d5, that's a 23.
A 23. All right. You go to bounce that piece, and it just so smoothly goes bounce, ding, and Veronica looks at you kind of just with a amused smile on her face, and it's like, oh, cute little tricks. Eric kind of shoves over another glass of wine, and she kind of double fists as she finishes her one, and then begins working on the other, setting the empty one on the counter. So, are you all here for a while, or?
Oh, the night, at least.
It's a shame. I planned on staying here for just a little bit longer, but
Well,
one night isn't too bad. You know, we can get to know one another.
the night at the tavern, but we are regulars for the time being in Barovia.
Duly noted.
I think she might look for, like, a little bit of wine around the corner of the mouth, and she is going to do one of these again.
Trying the same old trick. Helena's a one-trick pony. I see how it is.
Hey, we haven't even brought out the manacles yet, so...
Veronica will let you. But when you go to do so and you have your thumb there, she kind of goes to lick it off as well. And she goes, Many thanks.
Of course.
Well,
I don't suppose it would be taking away from the patrons this evening if you were to have an unscheduled encore upstairs.
Well, I do like my beauty rest, and I'm sure the patrons wouldn't mind if I take that upstairs at some point, so... My room, second floor, first on the left. And then she's going to stride away back to the performing stand. She picks up her lute and starts playing again.
Full saunter back to the table. Ouch.
So just claps Lena like on the shoulder.
Well, how did it go?
I got her room.
Oh, nice.
I hate to miss a bout of good crime, though. She is going to try and check to see if the guys are still there.
They are still sitting there, but they look like they both are finishing a bottle they have been sharing between one another.
Maybe there'll be some room in the schedule before this evening, then.
Oh, you got 2 ways of releasing stress. Why not do both?
Exactly.
I
Priorities.
Yeah, but if we end up needing to leave the establishment, you don't want her to take that the wrong way and think you've gone left.
Surely I'm just stepping out for a bout of fresh air, as fresh as the air can be around here anyway.
I'm just saying, sure would be a shame.
It is good to make them wait a little.
And the air is gonna be fresher after these assholes are gone.
It might put me in even more of a mood, depending on what we do to them.
They haven't antagonized yet, or are we just gonna follow them home? Murder them and their families? Is that what's going on here?
I mean, that seemed
Sure,
your
gonna
intent
murder.
last time, but I'm fine with
Why
it.
the families?
Well, we wanted to commit arson. I'm assuming they could have wives and children at home, or they might just be drunkards all alone. Who knows? They could be a
Burn the
couple.
body.
I'm assuming. Oh shit!
Well, then we might have to find our own way, other ways to amuse ourselves before we retire for the evening.
Just follow them and see where they go to.
But isn't that weird?
Weirder than just jumping them and
I have an idea. I'm gonna go outside by myself.
oh.
I wouldn't go too far, but I think
No, I'm not gonna go too far. I just think I might end up tripping on my heel, and I might be
No.
flat on my ass outside. Oh no.
Oh
Oh
dear.
no.
Oh dear. I can kind of do the accent a little bit. I tried.
Very good.
Or we could just, go to bed. But if we are craving violence, I'm always down for violence.
I do crave punching something after the whole kidnapping thing because I did not get to deal with that yet.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Do you want to be my fists in shining, not armory, don't wear wrappings?
Sure, let's go with that.
All right. Let me pack my cookies. Let's see what happens. Toodaloo.
All right, you are making your way out of the tavern. And again, I'm going to ask you, what are you doing to get their notice that you're leaving?
Shut. Sorry. I just got. Yeah.
Oh. When Indiana stands up to move to the door, and Sarah just shouts, "Be careful, Indiana! Going on your own might not be the best idea." And you just walk out the door.
All right. I'll see y'all around. Love you. Bye.
I miss you.
And I'm gonna go outside.
All right, you make your way back out to the streets of Barovia. The rest of you who are paying attention, and I'm getting a little bit of echo from your mic, Bridget, as a heads up. The rest of you, if you're paying attention to this, would see that the two men in the back kind of both take the rest of their wine glasses, swig it back, set it down, and they stand up, making their way out of the tavern.
I follow them in a bit of a distance. I don't want them to notice me, but I follow.
Okay, roll me stealth.
Me too, even more of a distance. I follow Sarah.
A 14.
All right.
15.
Sky.
15.
Method acting.
Now, with your rolls, one of the men kind of looks back and spots the two of you as you are moving.
Do we have the D4s from the...
Oh, yeah. Why don't you guys use the D4s?
All right.
Good call.
So that's a 17.
17.
That's a 16.
Unfortunately, it's not enough. The man turns, spotting the two of you, and he kind of gives you a look, but he's gonna kind of stop and like pat his friend in front of him to stop, and then he'll open the door to let you out.
Past him.
After use.
Thank you. So kind. Such a gentleman.
The other one that didn't talk, he like tinges pink when you call him a gentleman. And then they'll shut the door, and they're just kind of like quietly standing there.
Linnell, should we go after them? Your audio's out.
You're muted.
Let's give them a minute to have some fun, then we'll go clean up the mess.
Oh.
Should we pretend that we're moving and going somewhere else?
Yeah, Sarah's... When we walk outside, Sarah's just putting a hand on Rhea's shoulder, like, let's leave these gentlemen, as you called them, be, and just pushes you slightly into the opposite direction of where Ileana went.
Mm-hmm.
One of the guys takes out like a cigar and lights it, and they're kind of just leaning against the outside of the doors and passing the cigar back and forth, just waiting, kind of like watching the two of you as you're walking away.
And the first alleyway that like lets us leave the line of sight, we'll just wait there.
All right. Ileana.
Yeah.
Are you within sight of these gentlemen?
I think at the far end of their sight, she'd be like slowly just like walking and taking in everything, and then she's gonna like just trip on a cobblestone or on the fucking dirt.
Roll me performance for this trip.
Yeah.
You have advantage from Silvery Bobs.
Yep. And a D4.
See if your premeditated plan is going to work
Yeah.
out.
Really want to hit something.
Here's a D4. Okay. So advantage. Let's see. The higher is a 9. I rolled a 19 and 18, and then
Okay.
the D4 just fell on the ground. A 2.
All right.
Plus performance is a 2, so that is a 23.
You managed to make it entirely convincing. So I need you to act out for me now. How you?
Oh shit! Fuck! Son of a cunt! Why do I wear 5-inch heels? This is not smart in Barovia. My goddamn.
The men look in between each other and then kind of like slowly, like he passes the cigar and slowly walk over to where you're at. You all right, ma'am?
You know, sometimes shit just happens, and then I look up at them. Ah, god damn it, gentlemen.
Drank a little bit too much tonight.
No, it's these damn heels on the fucking mud. I mean, have you ever worn 5-inch heels before?
They just look at you blankly.
Yeah. You know, I'm real short. Helps me feel taller. Not always worth it. Mind helping me up?
One of them will actually, the quieter one will bend over to help you up.
Thank you kindly. So, just for a bit of context, why the fuck were y'all picking on a little old lady the other day? I would love to know.
They kind of like look between each other and have kind of a surprised look on their face. Picking the old lady. Oh, no, ma'am. We were hired to try to get something back from that lady.
Really? Because you were talking about your friend.
Yeah. That's exactly what we're talking about. See, this old lady been going around with her business, pushing out our boss's business. And one of our friends recently gone over to work for the granny. Haven't seen him since.
Ah, espionage.
So we're trying to get answers on where he went and why he hasn't come back, and why we haven't seen him, and why his wife and kids haven't seen him.
Well, is there only room in this town for one pie maker here?
You'd have to ask our boss.
Who's your boss? I'd be happy to ask him.
They look between each other. And they're going to hand you just a card. And on the card, it says, Nana's Biscuits, in a very cheery font, with cookies, and then an address. You'll have to take things up with Nana.
Yeah, I think I will, because it's not quite right to be pushing someone over in their cart just because they're competing business. I call that quality control. Having to. One's surely to be better, and hers was fucking mint.
Well, this is just the way we do things here.
All y'all have a good rest of your night being thugs, I guess.
They look at you for a little bit. They're going to walk off. They're going to head down the road opposite of where Avrea and Sarah have gone. And they're going to light back up that cigar again.
Mm-hmm.
And they're kind of talking quietly amongst themselves.
I'ma follow their asses.
Stealth check.
Yeah. That is a nat 20
Ooh.
Oh.
on my blood dice. And
Let's go.
I think if I don't have anything to really say where I am except for like cookie crumbles, but I think I'm just gonna reach up and rip off a lock of my hair and just drop it behind me. So if they come looking for me, if they're too far back, there's.
All right.
Can we see her? Like, if we peek over the curtain?
You may be able to, but I'm going to take this as our bio break, and we can figure all this out when we come back. So, thank you everyone for watching so far, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
See you soon.
Bye.
This is day 474. Dr. Samuel Carver recording, as always. As of this day, we are officially on our own. Communication has been reduced to local transmissions within a mile of base camp. Word has not yet reached our ears of any potential rescue, even less word of a cure. Hope continues to dwindle. It's strange to think back to the days before, watching America consume itself on the news and thinking, it'll never reach here. How wrong we were. Our supplies will probably last us another week at best. But with the long nights of winter on the horizon, the danger escalates further. If you were to ask me my honest opinion, we have 72 hours at best. So, if you're hearing this message, then rescue has arrived all too late for us. But, to the few who remain, against all odds, I wish you luck. And remember, when you're lost in the darkness, look for the light.
The world has changed. The coming of calamity and those who rose up against it. Victory was gained, but at a cost. The lone swordsman lays dormant. The country without rule. A people fractured under the anxiety of what is yet to come. But within these fractured lands is something thought lost to time, but not lost, merely patiently waiting. And now, with no champions left standing, there will be no will other than mine. Renounce your petty gods and worship me, for I am Majora. You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you?
And welcome back to QuestJunkies. It's Strahdalicious. Dungeon Mommy, over to you.
All right. So last we left off before break, the Femme Fatales are trying to instigate premeditated
What a time for
possibly
a
murder.
raid. What a time for a raid.
Welcome, raiders. Welcome. You're
Welcome.
coming in at a time where our players are acting upon some premeditated violence. So we're
Little
going to
bit.
see how this goes. Oh, and it looks like the chat is
Oh, look
For
at this.
violence.
all for violence, so it works
You've
out.
come to the right place.
All right, so Eliana, you had rolled stealth, right?
Yeah, we got a 23 on that.
Yeah, and you got a really high number. All right, so as you follow them down, how far behind will you stay?
Not close enough to be noisy. So I'm gonna I'm gonna stay back probably about 50 feet. I think that's far, right? Probably. Yeah.
All right. So you won't be able to overhear any of their conversations, but it's far enough back where you can still keep an eye on where they're going.
Mhm.
And you follow them down
Well, but could I theoretically follow them closer?
if you'd like to.
All right. With 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay. So you're even closer.
Mm-hmm.
You follow them down the streets, which, again, are barren except for the three of you. Sarah and Avrea, had you decided to follow behind as well?
I think I will be like, where are they going? Are we fighting them?
They're still alive? How are they still alive? Do we follow her? Do we follow them?
They're just walking away. Yeah, no, I think we should follow her.
Yeah. Let's do that, because that was not the plan, damn it.
Exactly.
Ileana,
Mm-hmm.
you continue following them until they reach the end of a street in front of a well-maintained cottage. They knock on the outside door before both entering. And that's kind of the end of that trail for now. Unless you wanted to go into the building behind them.
I kind of want to... Are there windows?
Yes.
Can I peek through a window?
Give me another stealth check.
Okay. Different dice, just in case I've cursed it. Okay. 18 total.
All right, let me roll something. All right. You are able to peek in the side of the window. And what you see is that same woman from earlier who had delivered the biscuits is in a kitchen of sorts. And she is rolling out dough, wearing an apron. She's still well dressed. Her hair is pulled back in a neat bun. She just has a little bit of flour on the front. And she's rolling out this dough while conversing with the two men that you had just spoken with. It's too muffled. Like, if this were any other building in the village, you might be able to hear, but this building is remarkably upkept. And they talk for a little bit until she slips them a little pouch. And they begin making their way towards the door. And you're muted.
Oh shit. All right. So I'm going to go to the side of the house and hide while they go to make their exit.
All right. And you would kind of hear them talking amongst themselves. Well, that wasn't enough pay for that job. Didn't expect anyone to kind of butt into things, but, you know, it's better pay than anything else we can get, so should we go back to the bar? The other guy's like, no, I'd like to get back to my wife and kids. Well, see you tomorrow, same time? And they kind of nod, and they head down until there is a parting the path, and they go their separate ways.
I think to herself, is there an address on this building?
Yes,
Does it match the card?
it does. It matches the little business card, Nana's Biscuits.
Nana's cooking. I kind of want to Misty step inside and hide, but I'm going off the hinges. So
right.
I'm gonna start making my way back towards the tavern.
All right, and I'm guessing you're going to come across Sarah and Avrea, who had been following behind.
Mhm.
What about? Are we not gonna fight them anymore?
Look.
All right, so we have something super interesting though. And she pulls out a card. So, you remember the little pie lady? And
No.
then there's,
Yeah.
well, okay. Well, there was a little pie lady that I got the pie from. Now we have a little old lady with cookies. And apparently they're in a turf war. And one hired thugs to go off the other. And that one is right in there baking cookies. So if we were going to commit arson, it'd probably be on this nice ass house.
So we're choosing which side are we choosing then? The pies or the biscuit side? And why?
Well,
Biscuits
Like,
smell delicious though.
I have
but
a
the
piece of
pies are
pie.
very good.
I have a piece of pie, and we have lots of cookies. Let's do a taste off and then choose based off of.
So we each take something. Do we vote like our group? Do we just vote and then like that's it? And I set fire to the building of the loser.
Yeah, because apparently there there can only be one. So
Right. It's
instead of them
either biscuit
fighting
or
each
pie.
other, we take think about it. There's 3 or 4 of us. It's like a good census. We vote on what's our favorite. The winner gets to live.
Because Barovia isn't big enough for too many baked goods.
They even said so.
Right.
They're two different things though. Like, why is it a problem?
I don't know, but they're picking on each other. So we could
You can just scare them off.
No, heck.
I do like their cookies. I don't want them. I mean, I didn't try them yet, but they do smell good. I don't want them to die.
Oh, are we saying maybe pause on the arson?
Well, no,
Well,
come on. You were
there's
teasing
some-
me the whole day with arson that I can put something on fire, and then you're just like, no, we're not gonna do that. Like, no.
No.
We could
Go.
still put something on fire
Oh.
to scare them off.
Well, you just find a building and light it on fire. Anyone, dealer's choice. You choose.
I gotta
Arson.
feel a connection to that. I can't just put anything on fire. That's not fun.
Okay. Well, one guy went this way, and the other went towards his wife and kids, so there'd be more screaming that way.
I don't hurt kids. No.
Yeah, no, let's not do that.
No.
So we can go towards that one. If he has a wife and kids, we burn down Nana's house.
You know what the
Fine,
thing is though?
okay.
If we burn down a bakery, just imagine how good the smoke smells like.
You've convinced me.
Just saying. It's gonna smell so good.
I can't breathe.
I just love like how openly unhinged that Ileana is, but then you have like the devils, like the angel and devil on her shoulder, but they're kind of still both devils. Like Avrea is like has a little halo propped up with horns, and Sarah is just like burn it all down.
This episode's giving me abs.
Okay, while the 3 of you are discussing this, it has been a little while since they all left, leaving Linnell and Lena alone in the tavern. What
do you
are
think
the 2
that-
of you up to?
What do you think they're talking about?
I'm just wondering if they still have it all under control.
Oh, let's go take a peek.
Well, believe we have time. Bull. I guess we just poke our heads out of the door.
I think as we head towards the door, I'll look back at the bard and be like, "Don't worry, we'll bring her back to you."
She gives you a nod, and you continue on your way.
All right. We exit, and do we see where they all are in discussion?
I would imagine that they are at the far end of the road to the right, kind of huddled together, having a very intense discussion.
I don't see any blood yet. Why is that more concerning? Let's go. We'll rush over.
I wonder if perhaps they've already dispatched with the two gentlemen and they're arguing about what to do with the bodies.
So we run over. So?
Y'all, it got so interesting. So what we learned, those two guys hired thugs for this old woman that makes the cookies and brought them to the tavern. Super good. You wouldn't know. But, I mean,
Intrigue. Right here in Barovia. Who would have thought?
Right? It's the battle of the two little ladies. One has pie, one has biscuits. So, we were like, we could just do like a sampler test where we eat the cookies, we eat the pie, and then just burn down the building of the one that doesn't win, because that would solve the issue. Less little ladies would be picked on in the future. And those men, one of them had, yeah.
Yeah. And I get to burn one of the bakeries, which is gonna smell so good.
I wonder if the mists have led to individuals developing appetites for crime. But either way,
I have so many questions. I don't know where to start.
If we're burning the house down, maybe we can find a recipe and give it to Granny. So that way we can
my God.
have both pies and cookies in Barovia.
What if we stalk the little old lady till she goes to sleep, right? And then you get to go in, break into her house, steal the recipe cards. You get to scratch your itch. And then you can burn it down. And then you get to scratch your itch. Sounds like good therapy to me.
Definitely.
I mean, it seems like you've got this handled. Do you need me to do anything, or am I just...
You had a pretty face, but do you want to do anything?
What's your crime of choice?
I don't believe I've ever considered the possibility. I don't know. What is my crime of choice? I mean, the thing I've done most is murder, straight up. So, favorite? I'm not sure, but definitely most frequent. So,
Then this is way in your wheelhouse.
I mean, I'm good at starting fires, but that's. I don't want to take that opportunity away from fists.
Hey, more fire for everyone. I can share.
Quick question for DM. For the natives, how many fires can we recall having happened in like the last however long stretch of time?
Linnell would know nothing. Lena, I don't think you would have heard anything either. Sarah probably has cleared out a decent chunk of the Svalich woods around her cottage.
Blame my dad.
Would you like to talk?
It's hereditary.
Would you like to talk about it, Sarah? Go into that a little bit more.
I I just realized in the middle of this whole plan or whatever the fuck it is you have going on, it sounds like you're really putting the pie in Pyromancer.
I like that.
Speaking of which, here's the pie. Here's the bundle of cookies. Time to start.
I think it would be fair to do rollies here to decide if the cookie or the pie is better.
Awful lot hangs in the balance on these two dice rolls.
Ooh, what if? Oh no, we'll leave this to the DM. I was gonna be like, what if odds is pie and evens is cookies?
I was gonna say that as well.
So, in order to have a fair taste test, you all will need to have at least a bite of each, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
You guys are all like judging this. The bake-off's happening on the streets of Barovia. This is very. It's not your typical setting, but you know what? All right.
Can we give some samples to like passing people and like which one's better?
Oh my
Just, like,
god.
guess
Are there people passing?
There are not people outside at all.
go back
It's
to the
getting
tavern.
dark out.
Oh,
Yeah.
can we
what-
recruit the monsters for a taste test?
No, or Brea suggests to go back to the tavern
Yeah.
and do the
Oh,
taste test there, and
I
then
mean,
we decide
the-
who to burn.
The people will decide who stays.
yeah. You know, or we could turn this into a giant contest, right? Where there's like prizes involved, and we could probably make a little something off of it, and we'll straight up tell them the loser gets killed. Maybe that's like a Barovian thing.
Isn't the prize staying alive?
Exactly. Staying alive and
So it's a lottery, I suppose.
yeah.
Many may enter, one may win.
I think for the first time in this whole like few days that Linnell's been traveling with the group, she is quite intimidated.
Enough to roll for a stress point.
Sure, let's do it.
Oh god.
What am I rolling?
You're rolling a con save.
Constitution save coming right at you. Where's my con? +1. Oh, 17.
All right. You are intimidated, but rather it being overwhelming, it makes you feel a little tingly.
I
You
hope
can
this
interpret
doesn't.
that how you will.
I hope this doesn't awaken something in me.
Brie, don't you think
How-
you need your own naughty point thing at your?
Yeah. Ah. Uno reverse.
I've run this campaign. I am God.
How far
I
away
like-
could you throw fire? Should we
That's a
see
good
if
question.
should we see if her hut's even a little flammable? Like if you can throw it, let's do like a little moosh boosh. Arson.
Play aperitif of flames.
I mean, I can do it from very far away. Very far
I've
away.
never tried, but if we combine our magics, see what kind of blast we can create.
I mean,
But
if
we
you
still
want,
need to get the recipe.
it depends. If you want quite a substantial blast, as it were, then I could totally do that. But that's more up close and personal.
Avrea,
Yes.
do you want the opportunity to go in there and rob that little lady of her recipe?
I mean, sure,
go with
that's
you.
a plan.
We haven't even done the taste test yet. What were the results?
Oh, true. True.
We still get to taste them.
I mean, I feel like the decision's been made.
Is it?
Yes.
You like the biscuits
Well,
more?
we don't even know the rules yet. Bree didn't tell
Yeah,
us.
exactly.
I see this look in Ileana's eye. I think the decision's been made.
I rolled my number, so it's whatever Bree says. Unless we're going. Oh no, we're not just right now. So unless we're gonna go to unless we're gonna go to the tavern and ask, I feel like if we start asking people what their favorite is, when one burns down, they might look at us.
Let's give them plausible deniability.
That's fair. Okay, so just like the four of us, because Linnell can't taste shit.
Yeah.
You could actually
Okay.
try. She can't smell anything,
Yeah.
but if she wanted to.
Well, Linnell,
She might
you
taste
just
it
go
faintly.
for consistency, right?
Mm,
We go for taste, you go for consistency. So we
But
have
I
each
suppose
our own.
I can judge consistency, yes.
You know, it
Texture.
would be really interesting if you could taste things.
I mean, it would be nice for a change. I don't know, maybe the world isn't strong enough to acquire my tastes.
All right. Bree,
Okay, so how do we do this?
how do we arson?
Are you guys doing the taste testing first?
Yes.
What are you guys doing to start?
I think we
Okay.
each gonna taste the biscuit and each gonna taste the pie, and let the dice decide what tastes better to
Okay.
each character.
Then what I'll have each of you do is we're going to do evens, the pies, odds, the biscuits. And each of you roll me whatever you want because it's just odds versus evens. And that will be your answer.
Got a 20.
You got a 20?
Yeah.
Even. It's a 6.
Okay, so now I already forgot what I put to what.
Oh, I'm doing ASL. Whoops.
Evens were
God, just
no.
put down whatever you want.
this is what happens when you are like stuck in tachycardia all week and then your brain turns into the brain of a goldfish. So I'm going to go ahead and since 1 is odd and 2 is even and Granny came first, 1 is going to be pie and 2 is going to be biscuits. So, and you guys are welcome to re-roll if you'd like, since my brain 404'd. So,
Nah.
I think we
Sticking
have
with-
2 odds, 1 even. 2 odds, 2 evens.
here, let me just, I see people holding their fingers up. Keep your fingers up if you're holding them. So that's a 4 for Linnell.
Mm-hmm.
Correct? Okay. You can put your hand down. That's a 6 for Lena.
7.
7? Oh, okay. Get rid of that. So you can put your hands down. Is that a 3 for Ileana?
Yes.
All right. Avreya, that's a 2.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was a 6, but just to say that it's even.
Okay, and then this is our tiebreaker. Sarah,
20.
what was yours? A 20. So that's evens. 2 votes for pie. 3 votes for biscuits.
Time to do some sketchy shit, dude.
I
Hope
like
we
these
get away
results.
with it.
Oh, dude.
You all can't deny that the biscuits just have just a little bit more something to them.
All right.
It doesn't make the pie any worse. The pie is great. But you all, that feeling of happiness that you get after eating those cookies, you know, just the perfect amount of sugar, the perfect amount of cinnamon and spices. You feel a sense of home.
God damn it, she's gonna live.
Over, we get the recipe.
Yeah, we should get the recipe. We can wait her out.
Are we killing the biscuit maker then?
I think
I thought
we'd
the
be
biscuits
killing the
won.
pie lady.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, but the biscuits won. So if we get the recipe for the biscuits,
We're heading stalking to our arson regimen then. Just trying to be clear on the details.
I'm not sure we have any details yet. Just like a vague plan. I'm not even calling it a plan. A vague scheme.
Oh my
Idea.
god.
Let's go with idea.
Love a bit of scheme hatchery.
Maybe we don't even need to steal the recipe. We could just, write it down. And then we do the same with the pie lady. And then we make both. And then we kill them both. And we run
You were so...
I'm sure Ileana is not Strahd.
Well, now we're starting to wonder.
I'm just trying to survive here.
You know what? New idea. Let's just go to sleep and we can figure it out in the morning.
I just want Ileana to just pop up. I've been here the whole time.
Ludus in the comments. What the hell am I watching? Welcome to Strahdalicious, Ludus. This is what you get. You're in this now. All right.
I am a little sad. No one's okay. I think I kind of want to go knock something over. We should just go back. I just want to do crime.
You can knock me over. You can at least try to.
Oh my god.
I forgot we suggested that last time.
Trip attack. Dirty 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, that felt good. All right, time to get up.
Nice. That was a good one. That was a really good one.
So we're not burning shit down? What? I'm so confused.
I suppose we're taking it out on each other?
It has been a day.
This restless crime energy that seems to be sparking in the air like so many flames that we'll never get to see burn.
It just casts produce flame in her hand, just watches at the flame, looks around. Is there like a wooden cask or something? A wooden box?
There's a barrel, a nearby barrel.
I take her hand with frostbite.
I just wanted to destroy the barrel. No, Abrea, please, no.
A little crime? Just a little?
Just a barrel. We'll find some place to do it.
The barrel is...
If that's not enough, you can punch me.
Produce flame in the other hand, please.
Please,
Wait,
sir, can I have
wait,
some arson?
wait. I've got it. I've got it. Linnell pulls out the Durst House top hat. I'm going to throw this into the air. You have to hit it with your flame.
The top hat.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, let's do that. It's ugly anyway.
And if you need some extra incentive, Sarah, remember who lived in the house that this top hat came from? Fucking Walter.
It's all right. All right, I'll just. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, there. I like that. Okay, I'm in it. Yeah.
You have 2 1d4s from the biscuits and pies that you guys sampled, so you can add that to your roll for this.
All right.
So I'm going to sling it up into the air.
That's a 24 to hit already without the d4.
That's gonna hit. It bursts into flames, and then like little pieces of it just start slowly coming down on fire, little embers.
Pretty. I feel better. Thank you.
It's all right. Next time it's my turn. She clicks her fingers and flames erupt from her hand. Blue flames, matching her tattoos and her eyes. Mine's a little different.
Cool.
Brea, can you snuff them out as well, even if they're blue?
Should I try? Well, give me your hand. Oh, I'll try again.
I don't know what happens.
So is yours produce flame then, Linnell?
No, I was just preparing a firebolt. I wasn't actually unleashing it.
Okay, so your hand's probably just a little like simmering. And so when Avrea clasps your hand with her cold frostbite, it definitely cools that down, but your fingers turn very cold
Oh, I'm
and
sorry.
hard.
I mean,
No,
at this
this,
point, you kind of have to do that
I mean-
fire thing. Just dig back.
you made me feel something. That's
Hmm.
always good.
Confirmed. Linnell is into pain. Kinks and crime. That's the moral of today's story.
That's
I
the
think
episode
watching all this
title.
magic happen, sparks of lightning are going to shoot off of Lena's fingers a little bit.
Oh, so we got all the elements then.
Save it for the
can-
bard.
I can make fire too. Work, fucker, and then a little bit of black flame, and the edges are purple. It's my sacred flame. It's holy as hell.
Holy shit.
Literally.
Nice. I like the look of that.
Feels like we're gearing up for some sort of handshake here of all of the elements combining into one.
What if we just
And
make a
break.
huge explosion and it's like a whirlpool?
Do crime.
Do arson.
So what's the plan?
I think we're going to bed because
I
we're
know.
delirious.
Right.
Unless, are we burning down all of Barovia?
I mean, at some point there is a castle I want to burn down, but that comes later. For now, let's go to bed. I have some homework to do, it seems.
All right. You all make it back to the tavern, which is a lot quieter than it was when you left. The bard is nowhere to be seen. Seems that her performance is over. And the clientele that's still there is just working on their own glasses of wine. The owners are no longer there. Perhaps they themselves went to rest for the evening. And Eric is standing behind the counter, just cleaning and polishing different wine glasses set in front of him.
I'm gonna saunter up to Eric. I know you're not chatty, but between the pie and the biscuits, what sells better?
Considering I just got the biscuits for the first time today, and I've got the pie, I'd say the biscuits are selling better because you bought all of them.
Noted. Okay. Not Eric.
He will reach under the counter and put 3 keys in front of you, courtesy of the burgomaster, for your stay tonight.
Thank you. Nice. So, Lena, for your fucking, here you go. And then we've got 2 keys left. Who wants to bunk with who?
I mean, I'm used to sleeping in the woods, so this is all new to me.
All right. How about we do Fists and Linnell because she needs 8 hours and you sleep like the dead, and then I'll bunk up with Avrea.
Yep, okay.
Sure.
Easy.
Well,
So you'll be
we'll try
able
not
to
to-
get your stuff.
We'll try not to start any fires.
Is the
Yeah, let's all be together for that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And are you all retiring back to your rooms?
She's gonna recall the direction she was given before and just knock on that door while keeping the key in her back pocket just in case.
All right. And the familiar face of Veronica opens the door. Oh, well, I was hoping you would come back, but you and your friends seemed like you had something better to do, so I wasn't quite sure.
We nearly avoided a spot of trouble outside, but I suppose the spirit of the evening seems to have moved us beyond words, and I must admit I'm feeling rather playful after our last interaction.
Duly noted. Well, quite like to play, and as you saw, I'm really good with my fingers, so come in. We'll have some fun tonight. And that scene's fading to black.
I thought the finger food was last week's session.
All right, I'm gonna roll on a die. Are we doing Linnell and Sarah right first? I'm gonna say odds, and then the other 2 are evens. Okay. Ileana and Avrea, you guys reach your room. It's a modest little room with 2 small beds. Certainly, for the 2 of you, not the most comfortable you've ever had in your life. 2 of you are probably used to a great many more comforts. But it is better than sleeping outside.
Yeah. Well, at least we're not sleeping on the ground.
Well, I want to ask you something, Avrea.
What's that?
When you popped up on my ship, where were you headed?
Oh. Well, I was trying to find my family. It's a long story. I have 2 families. One that I've never really met, and I was trying to go to them. I was trying to find them. They're in the Feywild.
Chasing down your roots.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
And I don't know what happened. Some miscalculation. And I think I went the exact opposite way.
I'm sorry to hear that, Avrea.
It's okay. I'll find my way there eventually.
How big is your family?
Oh, which one?
The one you know.
Well, the one I know is pretty big. I'm one of five. Five? Six? Yeah, six. I have 3 little siblings and then 2 older ones. Well, Ptolemy is not that older than me. It's just a couple months, but yeah, he's the one that I know the most because we're closer in age and I really miss him. He's the typical, stoic guy who doesn't want to admit feelings, but deep down is a softie.
Yeah. And the family you don't know?
Well, the thing is, sometimes I see them. They come to me in visions, and I'd like to actually see them one day, but it is mainly my grandma and my mother and my brother, another brother.
Well, I hope when you find them, they're good to you. Good night, Avrea.
Good night.
All right. Are those two tucking in for the night then?
Yeah, and during my long rest, before going to sleep, I'm gonna just grab my flower in my hand, and it's gonna go from these frosted branches. The frost on the branches will start to melt, and this rose is gonna start to sprout out of those branches. And that night, my hair is gonna change from that white to the orange that is in my portrait.
All right. Switching seasons.
Yeah.
And with that switch, we are going to hop over to Linnell and Sarah. You guys find a room very similar. This one, on the other hand, let me double check, has one queen bed.
So
So are you comfortable with sharing? I can sleep on the floor.
I don't think I remember sleeping in a bed before, so I'm curious.
I mean, it's nicer than anything I had before. Looks very soft, to be honest.
Looks all right. I don't want to make you uncomfortable or anything.
I'm fine. I'm good.
Cool.
Right? Well, you have a preferred side? Left one, right one?
I've never done this before, so
Me neither. Do we do like bolder parchment shears for the sides?
I don't know what that is.
You never played that?
Maybe
Okay,
I don't know.
Come on.
I'm
Now we're doing that now. You've missed something, all right? This is an important game.
okay.
Okay. River's not gonna explain that now because it's late. Sarah does though.
Okay, so it's like this,
Okay,
or
yeah.
this, or
Yeah,
this.
okay.
Okay. I think I
Exactly.
get it.
Okay, you ready?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Boulder, parchment, shears.
Oh.
You
We
both
both
got
pick scissors.
Okay.
How ironic.
Okay.
Bridget's muted, but I can still hear her.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
you're kind
one
of
more
already. Oh, okay. Wait, sorry.
Okay. Okay. Boulder, parchment, cheers. Alright,
Wait, does
you
that?
win. You,
I would.
you win. I got paper.
Okay.
You get scissors. So pick your side.
I'll sleep on the left.
Alright.
I mean, I don't sleep, so I'm just going to be laying there, like, I don't know, like I have some reading to do,
Yeah.
but I'll just be there, like, I suppose if you have trouble sleeping, then I'll be there to talk to. But I won't disturb you.
It's nice. Alright. Well, if you have like any important thoughts or something that you need someone to talk to, you can wake me.
I know you need your beauty sleep, so I will try not to.
I'm always beautiful, so I can miss a few hours.
That's why I said beauty sleep.
Wait, you think I need more?
Ooh.
We'll find out.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Sarah lays down on the bed, just waits for Linnell to get comfy, and then just. Good night, then.
Sleep well.
You get to study your stuff.
It will be useful.
Meditate well. I'm gonna go to sleep.
All right.
All right.
So mechanically. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was going to ask, mechanically, Linnell trances, correct?
It's
Or does she-
it's technically not a trance. It's just I have to do absolutely nothing for 4 hours.
All right.
But also, in that time, whilst beauty sleep is getting beauty sleep, I will look through, first of all, the spell book with the intention of transcribing one of the spells with the gifted ingredients for such a thing. I'm going to take Identify from the spell book
All right.
and add it to my repertoire.
For those of you who are sleeping or trancing, you have lovely dreams. You dream of family and loved ones, of bright, sunny skies, for those of you who know what those look like. For those of you who don't, you dream of abundance. Never having to wonder where your next meal is. Just utterly at peace. Linnell, you go through the book, The Life of Linnell, and you see a new entry slowly beginning to form. And because of our time stuff today, I think that's where we're going to call it.
Fuck.
You're muted.
Wait, what?
I didn't hear whatever you said, so.
I will gladly rephrase it. It was fuck.
You feeling? Yeah. Just swearing.
Oh, goodness. So yes, we'll start next time with a bright new day. Linnell will learn about what is new in her book. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and, again, reintroduce ourselves, plug what we want to plug, give our favorite moments of the session, and go from there. So let's start the opposite on the screen. Let's start with Sky.
Hey everybody. I'm Sky. You can find me on Sky McSparkle and here on Fridays. My favorite moment of the day was just trying to find an excuse for arson to be committed, mainly for Sarah, because she said it's her favorite, and now I'm kind of diehard. That's something she gets to do.
Is that your love language? Helping your friends commit their favorite crimes?
Yes.
Amazing.
You want to do crime? I'm there.
I'll help you get rid of the body.
And with that, Patch.
Hi, I'm Patch. I portrayed Linnell today. You can find me here all the time on QuestJunkies. This is my home. We are returning to our full schedule of streaming, starting this Monday with Rodania Chronicles, Wednesday with the Walmart Chronicles, Friday with Strahdalicious. Favorite moment of the session? Just that very brief little heartfelt interaction between Ileana and Ivrea. Like, that was beautiful. It warmed my heart.
Lovely. River.
I'm playing Sarah. You can find me as Artagan on the Whitemore Chronicles the next few Wednesdays, and on social media as edelweiss.chaos. And if you want more Critical Role content, also on Tales of Exandria and the Lever Chateau with some other great friends. And favorite moment, I think, because I did not expect that, was the one bed trope right at the end.
I rolled.
Like,
I rolled
right.
for it.
The dice tell the story. I like
They
that.
do. All right. And Bridget.
Hi, everybody. My name's Bridget. I've been Lena, the sneaky and freaky warlock, getting freaky all night. When I'm not here, Fridays getting scared and horny, you can find me on Monday nights, as Patch said. Played Frank, the Way the Lagneth Shutter Guy Monk. Excited to be back, and when I'm not on stream, you can find me behind the scenes, recap and lore keeping, fanfic, and oh boy, there's so much material to work with after tonight. How do I... You're not wrong, Sky. How do I pick a favorite moment? Is it the Bake Off / Hunger Games that almost happened in the streets of Barovia? It could be. I think we saw a lot of ourselves, like, as characters. Just the sheer chaos. The back and forth, I kind of loved it. We got blissfully nowhere and almost burned a whole lot of people's houses down. But at the same time, yeah, we just went back to the tavern. I love it because it feels a lot like the Dark Urge too in Baldur's Gate. That was my favorite.
Yeah, these characters are clearly all of y'all's just like inhibitions just being set free. So
Oops, all Dark Urge.
oops, all Dark Urge. All right, and C.
Hi, I'm C, and you can find me online as Hey C. And I've played Ivrea, finally turned autumn. And my favorite moment, I feel, is when we were trying to pick the first thing of should we burn it down or not with just Sarah and Ileana, because it was very much that angel and devil thing. But I was thinking of the Cusco scene in which the angel then goes, no, she's got a point. And that was Ivrea.
Yes, that is. That. Oh my god. I'm going to find that TikTok sound. It's going to be utilized. Oh, and I am Bree, your dungeon mistress for Fridays here at Strahdalicious. You can find me under the handle Bree the Tired on most social media, mainly TikTok, Instagram, what have you. As for my favorite moment, it was the moment because today we started off kind of like a little bit more tired and low energy, I could tell. But then the moment you guys got like a little sniff of a little chaos, I could just see your energy like building and building. And you know what's really funny is I don't know what you all will do with what I put in front of you. And for those of you who are watching, this is Curse of Strahd, but it's heavily modified, and I put my own spin on a lot of things, little additives. So I actually made a little thumbnail just in case titled The Great Granny Bake Off. And you guys fulfilled that without even me having to really push you in any direction. You guys just naturally were like, yes. So I already got that made. We're already good for that thumbnail. But thank you everyone so much for watching today. We love you all so much. And as Patch said, we are going to have a full lineup next week with our streams. So we'll have Rodania on Monday. We'll have Wildmount Wednesday. And then we'll have Strahdalicious Friday with a special guest, as our lovely River has some plans that they will need to go for, and someone will be subbing in, perhaps a Sarah for a Sarah. So we're going to see how chaotic that goes. But thank you guys so much again. May the mists of Barovia never obscure your path. Until next time, adventurers, let's go find someone to raid.
Bye.
Bye.